If your studio apartment feels like one big messy room, it's not a space problem, it's a layout problem. People just shove their bed against one wall, their sofa against another, and hope for the best. But there are actual layout strategies that designers use to make 300 square feet feel like 600. And in this video, I'm actually showing you 15 of them. Real layouts, real photos, real ideas you can steal for your own studio. Some of these are so simple, you will wonder why you didn't think of them earlier. And layout number 11, that one completely changes the energy of your space. So let's get into it. So I'm starting off with the most popular studio layout for a reason, and it actually works. Placing your bed at the back of the room and position your sofa with its back facing the bed, this instantly creates two zones, your living area and your sleeping area. The trick, make sure your sofa is at least as wide as your bed. This creates a visual wall without actually blocking anything. Add a narrow console table between the sofa and the bed, and now you have a nightstand and a sofa table. One piece of furniture, two functions. So this one scares people, but hear me out. Instead of pushing your bed against a wall, float it in the center of your room with a walkway on both sides. It sounds counterintuitive in a small space, but it actually makes the room feel bigger because you can still see all your four walls. This works best in studios that are more rectangular than square. You get a natural sleeping zone behind the bed and a living zone in front. If you watched my room divider video, this is where a curtain or a bookshelf divider behind the headboard becomes magic. If your studio has an awkward L-shaped floor plan, and so many of them do, lean into it. Use the shorter arm of the L as your bedroom and the longer arm as your living and dining space. The natural corner already creates separation. Add a rag to define each zone. Remember, a rag is an horizontal room divider, and this layout practically designs itself. So no furniture tricks needed, just work with the shape your apartment already gives you. This layout is for anyone who wants their studio to feel like it has no bedroom during the day. A Murphy bed folds up against the wall, and suddenly your entire studio is a living room, a workspace, an exercise area, whatever you need and whatever you want it to be. Yes, some Murphy beds are expensive, but there are budget versions as well, even DIY ones, starting from around $150. And when your studio is under 250 square feet, a Murphy bed isn't a luxury. It is the smartest layout decision you can make. Elevate your bed, literally. A loft bed gives you an entirely new zone underneath. Desk, reading nook, mini closet, sofa, whatever you need most. This is the layout recommended for anyone whose studio is truly tiny, under 200 square feet and so forth. The key is ceiling height. You need at least 8 feet to make this comfortable. And here is a styling tip. Hang curtains from the loft frame to create a cozy cocoon-like sleeping area above. It feels like a completely separate room. If you're watching this and already rethinking your layout, that means it's working. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my next studio apartment video. I have got something planned that goes even deeper into small spaces and designing. Now, layout 6 through 10 are where things get really creative. Take a tall bookshelf. An IKEA Kallax is perfect for this, and turn it perpendicular to the wall. It becomes a room divider and storage at the same time. You've seen me talk about this in my room divider videos, but in this context, it's actually defining your entire layout. Your bed goes on one side, your living area on the other. Style the shelf facing the living room with books, plants, and baskets. The bedroom side stays functional. Alarm clock, water bottle, phone charger, one shelf, two completely different vibes. Most studio layout advice ignores dining completely. But if you love cooking or hosting, even just one friend, try anchoring your layout around a small dining table near the kitchen. Everything else flows from there. A round table for two takes up less visual space than a square one, and it doubles as a workspace during the day. This layout says I actually live here instead of I'm just surviving here, and that mindset shift matters. Hang a ceiling mounted curtain track straight down the middle of your studio. When the curtains are closed, you have a bedroom and a living room. When they are open, you have one big airy space. This is the most flexible layout because it changes with your mood. Hosting friends? Well, open the curtains. Going to sleep? Close them. It costs under $20 to set up. Thereabout. I covered this in details in my room divider video, and it remains one of the most requested ideas on this channel. This one is controversial, but I love it. Place your bed directly facing the window instead of against side wall. Your first view every morning is natural light. It changes how you wake up, and it makes your sleeping area feel like the best part of your studio, not the part you're hiding. For this to work, keep the bed low profile and use light. Sheer curtains. The goal is to let the light flow through the entire space while giving your bed area a sense of purpose and calm. If your studio is truly tiny, like struggling tiny, push everything into corners. Bed in one corner, desk in the opposite corner, a small sofa or chair in another. The center of the room stays completely open. This creates a visual breathing room that tricks your brain into thinking the space is larger. The open center becomes your walkway, your yoga space, your play area if you have kids. It's the most minimalist layout on the list, and sometimes minimalist is exactly what a small space needs. Those first 10 layouts work for almost any studio apartments, but these last 5, these are for specific situations. If you work from home, if you have kids, or your studio has some unique features, let me show you. If you work from home in a studio, your desk placement is everything. Don't face the wall, face out into the room, or better yet, face the window. This makes your workspace feel expensive instead of claustrophobic. Then create a hard visual boundary between work and life. A plant, a rug edge, or even a change in lighting. When you step out of that zone, you're off. This layout isn't just about furniture placement, it completely changes the energy of your space. That's why I teased this one at the beginning. So living with a partner in a studio, you need a visual mind space, even if it's just a corner with a chair and a small shelf. The layout trick is creating one shared zone, the bed and the living area, and 2 personal micro zones. This reduces tension and makes the studio feel bigger because each person has somewhere that's theirs. It's a small change with a huge impact on how the space actually feels to live in. Most studios open directly into the living space. No entry, no transition. Create a narrow console table, a small rug, a wall hook right at the door. This tiny entry zone makes your studio feel like an actual apartment instead of one room you walk straight into. It takes up 3 square feet. The psychological impact is 10 times that. And when you can't go wide, go up. This layout prioritizes vertical storage, tall bookshelves, wall-mounted shelves, over-door organizers, hanging plant shelves. The floor stays clear, the walls do the work. Pair this with any of the previous layouts. It's more of a layering strategy than a standalone layout, but it transforms how much a small studio can actually hold without feeling cluttered. Place a large floor mirror opposite your window. It bounces natural light across the room and visually doubles the depth of your studio. Then arrange your furniture to face towards the mirror reflection. Your living area will feel twice as wide. This is the easiest layout upgrade on this list. One mirror placed right, and your entire studio breathes differently. 15 layouts, and here is my honest opinion on where to start. If you want the easiest win, go with layout 1, sofa facing away from the bed. It takes 20 minutes and immediately creates 2 zones. If you want the most dramatic transformation, layout 11, the work from home setup genuinely changes how your studio feels every single day. And if your studio is really small and you feel stuck, layout 10, corner only, center open, is the reset button your space needs. If you want more studio apartment ideas, I've linked my best videos right here, including my budget room divider video that started it all. Subscribe for weekly design ideas that actually work for real homes and real budgets. I'm Tani, and I'll see you in the next one.